He can mold the laws of nature. He can bend the laws of nature. The new kind of energy has been reverberating through his entire body. There is so much here. There is so much everywhere. But right from his childhood, Shiva has so fired him up. And just some 25 kilometers away, there's a famous Shiva temple. And he feels Shiva is calling him. But his life is not his own. He cannot make the trip. Any number of times he presented his case to the landlord, just one day trip. I will go to the temple and come back. Landlord always said, today there is reading, day after tomorrow there is fertilizing, day after tomorrow there is some other work, you have to till the land. No, one day you can't waste. What do you think? As it is, you're a useless fellow. One day you want to waste in a life. Any number of times presented the case. They started building up for a name. He wants to see Shiva. This time he went and stood in front of the landlord with a different kind of dignity that a bonded labor never knows. Not supposed to have. And the landlord started off, "You idiot, last time your mother was sick, before that your sister was getting married, before that your grandmother died 3 times over. Now you went over to the temple, nothing doing." He said, I know all the work today, tomorrow, just a day trip, I will go and come. Then the landlord, at some moment, just this new dignity in the man, the new energy that was reverberating in him. In a moment, the landlord gave in and said, "Okay, go and come back before evening." Then he realized what he's done. Then he said, "Before you leave, all the 40 acres you must till and go. Entire 40 acres you must plow. It's evening. Before morning you must plow and then go to the temple." He was not foolish enough even to attempt that. He just went to bed. His entire system was reverberating. He knew he will go to the temple no matter what's the consequence. The new kind of energy has been reverberating through his entire body. Morning before he woke up, there was a big commotion in the village. What is it? The entire 40 acres was plowed. And he came out and looked. He couldn't believe it. The landlord was standing there with his mouth open. Landlord's wife and children started coming and falling at this man's feet, whose name we do not know. Generally he is referred to as the tiller. He couldn't believe this. Then he knew. He always thought, by appealing to Shiva, he can mold the laws of nature. He can bend the laws of nature. But the laws of man are so real that you can never bend them. But here, the laws of man and gods and nature all bent. Suddenly people came, put silver coins in his hand. Somebody put a food hamper in his hand. Somebody gave him a stick and said, "He's gone to the temple, he's a chosen one." Shiva himself has come and plowed 40 acres of land. He went to the temple with great joy in his heart. But having lived a life of an outcast, he's not forgotten that he cannot cross the threshold of the temple. He stood there. Of course they wouldn't let him into the temple. He knew they're not going to bend the rules, and all he wants to do is just see once. The big Nandi which was sitting in his way, the Nandi moved to one side. And later on people called him Nandanath, became a famous sage. Nobody ever knew his name because he's just known as a tiller. But his entire life is just this one thing. You cannot even call him a devotee, just intrigued, unwilling to let go of the intrigue. The problem with most logical minds is something intrigues you, then you give a stupid explanation to it and you kill it right there. Most minds are incapable of living with intrigue. They want a stupid answer to it today, and they'll come to a conclusion tonight before they go to bed. Oh, this is like this, that is. Every idiot on the planet thinks he's a scientist because they read some textbook in the school. The stupid textbook is no more relevant. Anybody, any man of science will not accept this stupid stuff anymore. There is so much here. There is so much everywhere. Unanswered. You don't have the intelligence or the means to answer these questions. Just remain with that. that is a sincere human being. One who knows that he doesn't know the answers is a sincere human being. One who finds a silly logical answer is a foolish human being. But he thinks he's smart. This is all that's needed. You just have to walk with this intrigue. If you have devotion in your heart, fantastic. If you don't have devotion in your heart, your mind bothers you. Just maintain the intrigue. That's all it takes.
Mahashivratri, the great night of Shiva, celebration of darkness, the night in which the northern hemisphere of the planet is positioned in such a way that there is a natural upsurge of energy in each and every human being. This is a day where the nature is pushing one towards one spiritual peak. This year, Mahashivratri falls on 8th of March, exactly 7 days from today. So, are you ready to meet Shiva and enjoy the auspicious night of Mahashivratri along with Sadhguru and of course Shiva himself? Now, before proceeding forward, there is a small announcement that Mahashivratri at Isha Yoga Center is a 8-day festival of unbounded exuberance, cultural spectaculars, and immense spiritual possibilities. So, at the stroke of midnight, Sadhguru initiates the massive gathering into a powerful meditation, which is the highlight of the night. And so, Maha Annadanam is offered during Mahashivratri to thousands of devotees. This is not just an offering for physical nourishment, it is the distribution of prasadam by the willing hands of volunteers. Daily Annadanam will also be offered every day of the 8-day festival. So, if you wish to donate small amount as per your convenience for Maha Annadanam for this event, please donate, link of which I have given in the description. Now moving forward, Mahashivratri, which is an opportunity and the possibility to bring yourself to that experience of the vast emptiness within every human being, which is the source of all creation. And so, Mahashivratri is a special night for receiving too. On this day, we all know that there is a natural upsurge of energy of which we can make use if we do certain things with our system. So, are you ready to handle the upsurge of energy within you, or you will just collapse down? If you are ready, well and good, but if you are confused whether you are ready or not, come with us and perform the 7 days intense Mahashivratri Sadhana, registration of which has already started, and it will start from 2nd March and will continue up till 8th of March, that is Mahashivratri day. Today, modern science reveals that everything that we know as life, everything that we know as matter and existence, everything that we know as the cosmos and galaxies is just one energy which manifests itself in millions of ways. This scientific fact is an experiential reality to several yogis, and the night of Mahashivratri offers each and every person to have the experiential reality of the same vastness of emptiness. So, to allow this upsurge of energy through each and every human being, Sadhguru has offered Mahashivratri Sadhana, which is a powerful tool for transformation. This sadhana will help you increase your receptivity to the natural upsurge of energies on the auspicious night of Mahashivratri. And that is why this video has again come today to make you awake that come up, prepare yourself to experience the divine, the Shiva. Registration of this has already started, and it's recommended that if you haven't done the sadhana yet, do not do this mistake to miss the opportunity to meet the divine once again. For those who don't know, anyone above the age of 8 can participate. One who does this sadhana will experience heightened level of energies and get fully prepared for Mahashivratri, that is a great night of great possibilities, This will enhance your receptivity to Adi Yogi's grace and also create a strong physical and psychological basis for inner exploration. The chants like Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya and Sarvebhyo chant chanted during the sadhana generates Ushna or the heat in the system, which will make you vibrant enough to experience the darkness that is the Shiva within you. And that is why it's highly recommended to all of you for doing the sadhana, and also make sure that either you do your sadhana during the time of Brahma Muhurtam or during Sandhya Kalas. There are immense benefits of this, detail of which I have talked about in this video, link of which I have given in the description. You can watch after watching this video. This year, just don't miss the opportunity to experience the divine just because of your ignorance or laziness or busyness. Also, do watch this video which clearly points out the major mistakes while doing sadhana that one does so that you do not repeat them. Every human being is in the process of becoming divine, in the process of awakening their own divinity. Whether this happens today, tomorrow, 10 years later, or 100 or 1000 years later is always open to question, and the answer only you people know. But once, if you see that life is moving towards its ultimate nature of its own accord, you should also put your energies into it and go faster. And this opportunity, once again, you have got through Mahashivratri Sadhana, which has already started. Collaborations with nature's plan is all you need to do. At last, I have given the link for registration of Mahashivratri Sadhana in the description. Please go and register yourself. This sadhana is absolutely free of cost and in online mode. Make yourself fully prepared to experience the grace of Adi Yogi. And also, if you wish to donate for Maha Annadanam, I have given the link in the description. Please do contribute as per your convenience, link of which I have given in the description. And at last, hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. And if yes, do not forget to give it a like and subscribe. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and namaskaram.